Welcome to the Agrawal classes. I am Ajit Agrawal and we are studying thermodynamics for engineering students. Today in the 15th class, we will discuss the entropy change during the various processes in a closed system. Let us consider for all the processes we will taking P1 is the initial pressure, V1 is the initial volume, T1 is the initial temperature and S1 is the initial entropy. And P2 is the final pressure, V2 is the final volume, T2 is the final temperature and S2 is the final entropy. This we are going to consider in all the processes. So first we will consider the general case of entropy change for a gas in a closed system. So for the closed system, if we consider a process on Ts, say this is the general process we are considering, and if we consider an elementary area, then in the elementary area, then we can write dq is equals to du plus pdv. That is the work done. If we divide this equation by t, dq by t is equals to du, we can write cv dt divided by t plus p dv. This we can write, and from the entropy definition we know that a dq by t is entropy. We know that from the gas equation PV equals to RT, P by T is equals to R by V. So substituting the values of dq by T and P by T in this equation, so it becomes ds is equals to Cv dt by T plus R dV by V. And if we integrate this particular equation for the process 1 to 2, then it becomes 1 to 2 ds is equals to Cv 1 to 2 dt by T plus R 1 to 2 dV by V. And if we integrate this, then it becomes S2 minus S1 equals to Cv log of T2 upon T1 plus R log of V2 upon V1. So this equation we get, this is the general equation for the entropy change during the general process for a gas in a closed system. Now, if we want to replace this equation, instead of T, we want to have a P, then we will try to find out the value of P. From the gas equation, P1V1 by T1 is equals to P2V2 by T2. So, T2 by T1 is equals to P2 by P1 into V2 by V1. So this will substitute here, it will become Cv log of P2 by P1 plus Cv log of V2 by V1 plus R log of V2 by V1. So here log P2 by P1 plus log V2 by V1. We will take Cv log of P2 by P1 plus Cv plus R log of V2 by V1. Now Cv plus R we can write, we know that Cp minus Cv is equals to R. So Cp equals to R plus Cv. So we'll substitute here. This equation becomes Cv log P2 upon P1 plus Cp log V2 upon V1. So this equation say 2. This equation gives the change in entropy in terms of pressure and volume. This equation gives the change in entropy in terms of temperature and volume. And if we want to find out the equation in terms of temperature and pressure, then we can solve this equation again in a different process. So now we will substitute V2 by V1 in terms of T and P. So to substitute this, we will try to find out from this equation V2 by V1 is equals to T2 upon T1 into P1 upon P2. From this equation we get. So here we will substitute the V2 by V1 this. So the change in entropy becomes CV log of T2 upon T1 plus R log of T2 upon T1 plus log P1 by P2. So this equation we take T2 T2 together, so it is CV log of CV plus R log of T2 upon T1 plus R log of P1 upon P2. This CV plus R again we can write as CP, so it becomes CP log of T2 upon T1 plus, instead of plus we can write minus R log of P2 by P1. Instead of P1 by P2 we are writing P2 by P1. So it is S2 minus S1. So that way we are having the three equations. The second equation was S2 minus S1 equals to CV log of P2 upon P1 plus CP log of V2 upon V1. This was the second equation we found. So here we are having the three general equations to find out the change in entropy in a general process in terms of T2, T and V, in terms of T and P, and in terms of P and V. These three equations we can directly use for a particular case, or we can have a fresh derivation for the entropy change. So we will go for the fresh derivation for the other processes. So here I have written down the three equations which we found for the general process in terms of temperature volume, pressure volume, and temperature pressure. Now we will study the change in entropy during a constant volume heating process. Constant volume heating process. On the TS diagram, it can be drawn as this way. 1 to 2, a constant volume heat addition process. This is the constant volume process, and area under this curve is equals to the heat transfer. Is the heat transfer. Now we will start again from the first law. We will consider the small elementary area where we say that the temperature is constant. So from the first law of thermodynamics, dq equals to du plus pdv. Pdv we are taking because we are considering the closed system, and in this case the constant volume process, the work done, the pdv is 0, so it becomes dq equals to du, and if we will divide this equation by t, and for du we can write cv dt, so it is dq by t is equals to cv dt, that is du divided by t. And if we will integrate this particular process from 1 to 2, from initial position to final position, then it becomes S2 minus S1 is equals to CV log of T2 upon T1. So this is the equation to find out the change in entropy during a constant volume heat addition process. This equation we can also write as Cv log of P2 upon P1. As we know that P1 V1 by T1 is equals to P2 V2 by T2, and this is a constant volume process, so V1 is equals to V2. So T2 by T1 can be written as P2 by P1. So here instead of T2 by T1 we are writing P2 by P1. So the change in entropy during the constant volume heat addition process may be given as Cv log of T2 by T1 or Cv log of P2 by P1. If you want to find out from the general equation, then in this particular case, if you consider this equation where the volume is given, the volume is constant, so V2 by V1 is 1, so it becomes 0, then the change in entropy becomes Cv log of T2 by T1. Or if you take this equation where the volume is given, so V2 by V1 is 1, so it becomes 0, so it becomes Cv log of P2 by P1. So these are the two general equations which we have for constant volume process. Now we will consider the heating of a gas at constant pressure. If you want to represent this on the TS diagram, then this is the process 1 to 2, a constant pressure heat addition. So this is the constant pressure heat addition, and this area under this TS curve is given as the Q, heat transfer. So again we'll consider the same way a small element, and for this small element we apply the first law of thermodynamics, so it becomes dq equals to du plus pdv, and if we'll divide it by t, and for du we'll write cv dt, so it becomes dq by t equals to cv dt by t plus p dv by t. Now P by T we can replace as P by T we can replace as R by V. So this equation becomes dq by T equals to Cv dt by T plus R dV by V. If we'll integrate this process, if we'll integrate this equation from 1 to 2, then and substitute the limit 1 to 2, then we will get S2 minus S1, change in the entropy during a heating of a gas at constant pressure will be equals to Cv log of T2 upon T1 plus R log of V2 upon V1. Now V2 upon V1 can be replaced in terms of T from the equation P1 V1 by T1 equals to P2 V2. This is the gas equation T2, and in this case we are saying P1 V1 is equals to P2, so it becomes V1 by T1 is equals to V2 by T2. So V2 by T2 V1 is equals to T2 by T1. So here we can substitute V2 by V1 as T2 by T1. So it becomes Cv log of T2 upon T1 plus R log of T2 upon T1. So here Cv plus R log T2 upon T1, and this can be written as Cp log T2 upon T1. So this is the change in entropy during the constant pressure heat addition. If we go again for the general process, here we are having T2 and P we don't need. So in this equation we will go here P2 by P1, as it is constant, so it becomes 1, and log 1 is 0, so it becomes Cp log of T2 by T1. So this is the equation we are getting. Change in entropy is given by Cp log of T2 by T1. The third process we will consider as the isothermal process, where change in temperature is zero or temperature is constant. This process can be represented on the TS diagram by an horizontal line. It's a constant isothermal expansion we are considering. So 1 to 2, it is the temperature is constant, and the heat transfer during this process is given by the area under this curve. So this is the heat transfer. In this particular process also, we'll consider the same way a small elemental element, and we'll apply the first law of thermodynamics. So the first law of thermodynamics says dq is equals to du plus p dv. Now, in this particular case, du is 0 because the du is given as cv dt and dt is 0. So it becomes 0. So the equation becomes dq equals to p dv. Now we'll substitute this p, rather first we'll divide this equation by t. So it becomes dq by t and p by t dv. Now p by t can be replaced as r by v. So this equation becomes dq by t equals to r dv by v. And to find out the total entropy change during the process, we will integrate from the initial to the final position, final state. So it becomes S2 minus S1 is equals to R log of V2 upon V1. So that is the heat, that is the entropy change during the process. This volume we can replace by pressure also from the isothermal process. P1 V1 by T1 is equals to P2 V2 by T2, and T1 and T2 are same. So P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. From this equation we can write V2 by V1 as P1 by P2. So the change in entropy can be written as R log of P1 by P2, or if you wish to write P2 on the numerator side, then it becomes R log of P2 by P1. That is the change in entropy during the process 1 to 2. If we again go for the general equation, then from the general equation here we are having P2 and P1. So in this particular equation we are having the P2 and P1, and in this equation also we are having P2 and P1. But here we are considering the isothermal process. So T2 by T1 we will consider. This is a constant 1. So this becomes 0. So it becomes minus R log of P2 by P1. That is minus R log of P2 by P1. And if you substitute here T2 by T1, that is T2 is equals to T1, then this becomes 1 and log of 1 is 0. So this equation becomes 0. The change in entropy will be given as R log of V2 by V1. So this is the equation R log of V2 by V1. So that way we can find out the change in entropy during the isothermal process when the heat is added, or the process is expansion process. Now we will consider a adiabatic reversible process. Adiabatic reversible process. The adiabatic reversible process is one where the heat transfer is 0. So this process we can represent on the TS diagram by a straight line. This is the adiabatic process 1 to 2. So again we'll go for the first law of thermodynamics. It is dq is equals to du plus p dv, and as we said, in this particular process the heat transfer is 0 because it is reversible adiabatic process. So dq by, if we divide it by t, then it becomes du by t plus p dv by t, or du we can write as cv dt. This is 0 because the heat transfer is 0. So dq by t is 0. That is the change in entropy during the process 1 to 2 in this reversible adiabatic process is equals to 0. Finally, we will consider a polytropic process where P1 V1 to the power n is equals to P2 V2 to the power n. This equation can be represented on the TS diagram like this. 1 to 2 expansion process. Area under this curve is equals to the heat transfer. Area under this curve is equals to the heat transfer. So from the general equation we can write this: change in entropy S2 minus S1 is equals to Cv log of T2 upon T1 plus R log of V2 upon V1. This we are writing from the first equation, and we know that P1 V1 to the power n is equals to P2 V2 to the power n, or we can write P1 V1 P1 P2 is equals to V2 by V1 to the power n. And from the general equation, gas equation, P1 V1 by T1 is equals to P2 V2 by T2. From this equation also, P1 by P2 can be written as V2 by V1 into T1 by T2. So we'll equate these two. So it becomes V2 by V1 to the power n is equals to V2 by V1 into T1 by T2, and T1 by T2 can be written as V2 by V1 to the power n minus 1, or V2 by V1 can be written as T1 upon T2 to the power 1 upon n minus 1. So finally we got V2 by V1 is equals to T1 upon T2 to the power 1 by n. So substituting the value of V2 by V1 in this equation becomes Cv log of T2 by T1 plus R log of T1 by T2 to the power 1 upon n minus 1. Or we can take 1 minus n out of the log T2 upon T1 plus R upon n minus 1 log of T1 upon T2. This we can write. Now instead of R we can write Cp minus Cv, because Cp minus Cv is equals to R. So we can write Cp minus Cv instead of R. So this equation we can rewrite log of T2 upon T1 plus Cp minus Cv upon n minus 1 log of T1 upon T2. Then this Cp can be replaced by Cv as Cp upon Cv equals to gamma. So Cp can be replaced as Cv into gamma. So we'll substitute here Cv log of T2 by T1 plus Cv gamma minus Cv upon n minus 1 into log of T1 upon T2. Or we can take Cv common, log T2 by T1 as common, then here it becomes 1 only, 1 plus here it becomes gamma minus 1 upon n minus 1. Here we are taking Cv common, log T2 by T1 common. So when we will take this as common, then here it will come as negative sign, because T1 by T2, and here we are taking T2 by T1 as common. So it becomes gamma minus sign. If we solve this, it becomes Cv log of T2 upon T1 n minus 1 minus gamma plus 1 upon n minus 1. So it becomes Cv log of T2 upon T1 into n minus gamma upon n minus 1 log of T2 upon T1. So this way we get the relation to find out the change in entropy during the polytropic process just by substituting the temperature in terms of the volume, or volume in terms of the temperature. We get this relation. So that is the change in entropy during a polytropic process. So that way we complete the change in entropy for all the processes which are taking place under a closed system.